Liquid continuing to look like this different approach to the lanes is certainly the answer they've been looking for.
They're not killing them, though. They only killed No-Tail once because of how many stick charges they're getting fed down here. The Bristleback just constantly spamming the Quill, spamming the Goo. Everyone's sitting at like 10 stick charges every time they try to make an aggressive move. Now Miracle is up a bit far here.
Jerax is going to be able to make sure that Miracle cannot make the smooth run up towards the top, and never shields out for No-Tail. He may be low, but he's more than safe. Jerax with the toss-up. GH pops the stick charges. He's trying to escape. No-Tail keeping on top of him. That Aphotic Shield's going to pop soon. It may not even need to. GH is running. One more right click or a miscoil out. That'll do it. The shield pops. They get the kill. And it does fall, though. Liquid getting the trade.
Nice. And he actually did not pop his magic one there. A bit too much damage coming out. I think the Alpha Wolf and the right click from the Chen caught him off guard how much it actually was there. But mid is the big one. These rotations from Jerax from earlier, Thompson has over a full level advantage onto Weehaw now.
He's struggling.
34-13 to the 19-4. This animation and just getting that extra race ban early really coming into play. And at bottom.
Roll up for GH, but a great toss for Jerax. Keeps Anna on top of the Earth Spirit. Spirits are out, though. So the damage looks like it may not be there unless they can keep the vision, and they can. Tossed in, stick charge pop, though. GH. He's got Miracle by his side. They won't be able to dive for him, and Liquid keep them all alive.
But, so they've done a good job bottom of making sure the Miracle's farm. Thompson, though, getting aggressive top onto Mind Control. They should be able to chase this one back. The counter out of mana. They popped the Shrine for some mana for the Timber, but Mind Control will be fine. Liquid being forced to use their bottom Shrine too, because the one thing that they're doing, they were putting pressure on and they were getting good farm, but the sustain that's actually coming out from this bottom lane is just too much for them a bit here. As Ana is starting to get this farm built up to those 20 last hits.
The mid lane seems to be the focus for Liquid. They've left Miracle alone. They're trying to collapse in onto Thompson. Thompson, he gets the cooldown off, but the Hellbear smashes in with the clap. Liquid making these moves around Kuro and his army. Getting the pressure on, catching out Thompson mid. Gotta keep this tempo up. They're starting to really show that they have within them what OG's been bringing in the first 7 minutes of the last 2 games. They can match this tempo.
And look at Miracle, but down bottom, even pulling away these 2 heroes, even though they do have all their wand charges built up. Now it's up to 17 as well. He is pushing them away from the creep wave. That double sustain, though, coming into play.
Back to Moral's mid. Another collapse here from Liquid as they look to dive in on Jerax. They get the kill. Thompson's going to look to try and turn, keep himself on top of Kuro. He has his army ready to tank some of the damage. Thompson is not going to be able to get this kill by the looks of it. Another one charge from Kuro keeps it back alive. The cooldown will be dropped, but Liquid, they can get themselves out of range of it.
They have so much damage in the mid lane right now for Liquid. With Weehaw rushing that Javelin build, he's able to actually punch back onto Thompson pretty hard there every time he does commit forward for a kill. Gives a lot of time to Seb, though, as they made that 4-man rotation earlier. Now he's only up to level 8. He's got the max reactive armor.
Same to be said, though, for Mind Control. We're seeing pretty much continuation of even farm between these offlaners.
Yep.
They're both getting exactly the same amount out of this top half of the map. And so far, no one else has been interested in coming over and getting involved. Now, though, that will change. GH and Kuroki, they're looking towards Seb. Going to bring in Weehaw as well. Weehaw, the focus fire. Have they got the control? There's the rolling with the stun. Shackle shot follow up from Weehaw, along with the power shot. Will do it. Liquid making the maneuvers to put Seb's happy little time on that top lane to an end.
Great use of the Divine Favor there from Kuroki to bring Weehaw around freely and saving his TP, so he can constantly to move around the map if he has to respond to anything else. Very nice aggressive move, and that's the Javelin coming into play. Since it's magical damage, it's 100 bonus magical damage when you use that Focus Fire versus Timber. Who cares if he has 25 reactive armor stacks? They get themselves a decent amount of pressure on the tower too, getting it down to about 700 HP right now.
Seb's going to come back in, make sure that tower doesn't fall too early.
GH is already moving his way toward top. They don't have another Divine Favor to bring into the Wind Ranger.
I feel like it's a hard kill without that damage that Weehaw offers.
Feels like an impossible kill without Weehaw.
The 3 of them can only sort of sit to the side and watch as Seb farms the wave under the tower.
Yeah.
See what their intentions are with this move. 10-minute runes are going to come up. See if Liquid can keep a favorable hold of them this time. Mid lane's going to be the focus. TP's coming immediately, and he shakes the shackle off actually before the missile connects. He's able to turn right-click into Jerax. He's tanking the tower to Jerax. Lines to the parachute. He's not going to be able to find it though. Doesn't get the angle, and Jerax, he can continue to walk away. Liquid are chasing. Another power shot will be available in a second. Can weehaw hit it? He's going to try. Not going to find it. Jerax, he's got the position to TP out behind the trees and will make it back to safety. But weehaw does live.
He wastes so much of their time there, and even a TP to protect weehaw. What does that mean? That's just the space. This is what OG wants to do, right? Allow Ana to catch back up after he had a little bit of a rough laning start and get the Dominator, and the Dominator is finished now at this 10-minute mark. So that is where you really start to get enabled quite a lot in the IO to make your moves around the map. But Liquid, they're trying to keep the pressure going. Don't let OG get away with that greed that they're trying to pull off right now. Try to get some tower damage. Every single time a tower is going to start getting pressured, though, you'll see this rotation by Sam. He wants to make sure they don't actually get any of these towers too early. He doesn't have many reactive stacks built up just yet, but he will be okay.
Mid lane Thompson. You see a dive in from weehaw. weehaw tried to close in for the kill, but he didn't have the damage to bring Thompson down. Thompson was able to just drop the combos. weehaw, he got in close range for that attempt.
You got to be careful as well. Ana, he's jungling in the area, so he can just easily tether, pop. I don't know if you guys did the overcharge there, I didn't catch the end of it, but he can easily tether in it. You can get a little bit of extra HP regen that comes into play.
Looking for Jerax.
Jerax again.
Committing with the magnetized. TPs will now start to come into play. Thompson's here. Jerax still alive. They're trying their best to hunt him down through the trees. He'll be able to toss back the Hellbait Smasher. Rockets dropped to keep the magnetized going. They'll get the kill on Jerax. See if they can find anything in return. OG Thompson, he's on top of Kuroki. GH, weehaw joining the gang. They're surrounding Thompson with a divine favor, bringing weehaw in. Liquid, they're going to be able to get both of them. Kuroki making these moves across the map, bringing in the team when required. Kuro, he's 3, 1, and 4. Every single one of these 7 kills has been down to Kuro and his map movements.
And his aggressive plays. They're not expecting these recalls. They're not expecting these divine favors at all every single time he's been able to set it up. And he's almost got a mech finished up on this Chen so early on. It's going to be a lot of burst heal. And like the draft panel mentioned, you look at Liquid's draft and they're really trying to set the tempo. They're trying to be aggressive, get early towers down with this Chen, with this Bristleback, and try to get an early roast and get that big advantage. To take advantage of a carry IO, you have to try to take advantage of it somehow.
They're waiting there on the high ground. They'll immediately burst through the Aphotic Shield. No-Tail, he's trying to run. The Smasher's after him. No-Tail's got the backup of Ana. Mind Control's going to head in. Liquid, they're diving on forward. GH will be kept safe by the Heavenly Grace. Kuro may have dove a little too far this time. Will be surrounded. The 4 of them take down Kuro, put an end to his reign across the map. As OG responding in their numbers now in that middle lane, they won't let Liquid get away with this any longer.
They still, OG has a very strong way to fight, even in the early game. Even if they do have a greedy IO pick, it's what it provides you, especially when you have a Gyro. Gyro is all about that early fights. Same thing with Tiny. And even Timbersaw, but Seb right now, we know he doesn't really want to show up except for the tower defenses. And he's also going to be matching that Chen, who's going to be an early mech. It's actually going to be a mech Timbersaw since they have IO. So this amount of sustain that could come out from OG pretty soon is going to be pretty hard for Liquid to deal with. As Seb, he actually jumps forward for GH.
Hey, goes deep. weeha's going to turn with a focus fire. Seb, of course, has got the max reactive armor. Thanks to that, Shackle won't latch. Seb, continue to back off. Chains out, back over the river. He's fine. Liquid will try and turn their attention towards Thompson, but with No-Tail by his side, they cannot dive up to the high ground. Seb holding them back.
5 Liquid heroes in the mid lane, trying to brawl again at the same time as last game. It's 13 minutes in, and there's 9 heroes or 8 heroes positioned around this area. They want to go for No-Tail, but he's got ulti.
Miracle's going to continue to chase this under the Titcher, and they will get it. Seb is trying to turn. The missile is out onto Kuro. Does Seb have the burst? Not quite. Magnetizes out, and Seb has to retreat. Shackle does latch. Liquid, they've got the lockdown, they've got the roll forward, the kickback. They'll crush him. It's Liquid. They're diving again.
They want top.
They got a bit of a flavor of how OG was playing in these last 2 games, and they're saying we could do it too. Thompson push the cooldown. They won't go too crazy. They'll let him live. They don't want to dive up towards the tier 3. They know TPs are coming in.
They have to make sure they're hitting the tower because the side lanes are being split push. Ana as well as Jerax are actually pressuring these other 2 towers. And they're not even going to get this one here. It's down into deny range. OG might just be able to deny that mid tower if they choose to do so. Liquid with an overzealous dive there, not losing anybody, but the side lanes giving a lot to that Tiny as well as that IO. And we know the timing. It's all about just waiting for IO to get not only Aghanim, but get that level 15 talent. That's what OG wants.
He's diving in onto Kuro with the flak as well. Hand of God will not keep Chen alive today.
GH will not get TP'd out. Jax actually TP's in and gets the toss up at the exact timing.
And OG's actually not done, as they are still hunting for action. Miracle the focus. Thompson's got a DD. A power shot does come out. Lands on Thompson.
Bit too aggressive there from Thompson. He'll throw down the call down just to clear the
Well, the Shackle actually reaches across the trees, but no tell. He's there with a shield. Thompson goes with the TP out. The focus fire, but the damage is not enough.
Right.
Thompson saved. Normally. A spray on the way out. Thompson will escape. Liquid, it's 9-6 in their favor, but the net worth difference, it's pretty much even. As you say, sure, Liquid, they are bringing the aggression, finding the kills, but space is being given to those important members of OG.
Yeah, especially Ana. Halfway to that Aghanims already. Level 11 finished up. He's got the Spirits applied slow, so he can fight as soon as he has that Aghanims, of course, with the talent, but the big one is that 15, that extra Spirit hero damage that does come out. But yeah, look at this immediately. Seb now positioned up top. He wants to push the top tower as soon as Liquid is positioned in mid. And Jarek's already looking to set up down towards bottom lane. Liquid have to just get these towers. Have to get some type of map advantage here.
Once Ana has the Aghanims, things are going to start getting very tricky for Liquid when they turn up like this.
Yeah.
The Spirits will be out.
Yeah, they have Bristle. That's a good thing, right? Bristle can be good versus the IO. If you can get on top of him, the goo. You don't have the highest armor traditionally on the IO, but he's versus an actual counter. Timber Sub, very good versus Bristle back at all stages. It's just that farm game, OG.
Got mind control. Looking towards Seb up top, but it's hard really for these heroes without the shackle shot. Or GH getting a beautiful angle. It's very hard for them to kill Seb.
It's very hard for them to kill pretty much anybody if they don't have Weehaw. If they can catch some of the supports and running around by themselves, they can maybe pick them up, but they really need Weehaw for the damage. The rest of them do not really provide that at this point in the game versus what they're against. Magnetize can be good, but there's a lot of ways that they can deal with it. Not only with the tankiness to how they are, but also there's an advantage. You just remove it a lot of the times.
And Seb, he could just get away with this, pushing this wave into the tier 2 every single time, knowing that sure, if Liquid do come for him, it's going to be so many of their resources that it's probably going to be worth it for OG to have Seb positioned that aggressively and for him to draw that much attention towards him. Thompson's getting space, Ana's getting space.
Look at that build by Thompson. Diffusal gyrocopter.
Wait, what?
Diffusal? Gyrocopter.
Trench diffusal gyrocopter. Fancy that, Thompson.
So
doing something I don't think I've ever seen this.
I mean, it's interesting because it's going to provide a lot of mana burn, which is going to be annoying for
Okay.
It gives you a lot of agility, and it gives you ways to run around and chase heroes down, I guess. It's different.
They've got the kill squad getting mobile again.
They can transition this into a Roche. DD Rune on the Bristleback, they've got Pipe. Yeah, they can easily do this one with the Medallion as well. However, OG, they know what's going on. They can look to contest this as well. As do they have the Aghanims finished up? It's almost there for Ana. And they're pinging it. Now they're aware of it, but it looks like it's almost too low for them to contest with all this minus armor. Liquid will get away with this one.
And let's see what they can do with it. Aegis, Pipe, they have those early tools to start making moves. Start looking towards some of these tier 2 towers.
Ags is complete now on the IO. So Ags IO finished, and we're about to hit 20 minutes. So I'm assuming that OG's going to buy the tome, give it to that IO so he gets the extra spirit damage. Liquid, they got to group up and try to get something big here. They got to catch up these backlines heroes. They really have to get on top of the IO with a nice shackle shot for Weehaw had to focus fire him. They have to control and stun the IO.
Hunting for Ana. Won't quite find, but definitely, yeah, thinking about it, this diffusal blade, I see what you mean. It does make sense, right? There is, you look at what Miracle and Mind Control in particular.
They're completely dependent on their mana.
And they're dependent on the fights being drawn out, right? Yeah. They revel in situations where the fight continues. And sure, they can't kill them quickly necessarily, OG, but Thompson, he can, but he's going to take their mana away, and they're going to be essentially sort of these useless, tanky targets on the front that OG can then ignore and look for the more volatile kills.
And he's acting as this like super frontliner. And Bristleback is a hero that if you don't have mana, you don't have damage. So if he's just going to be burning the Bristle, I can see it. I can see it. And he's super farmed, and look how tanky he is. 2,000 HP on the gyro. There's going to be an MKB finish now for Weehaw, so his damage is going to be very high as Seb's getting slowed down. He's got greaves available, but he's getting burst.
I mean, they're bringing him low. He's got the shield. Now they'll be able to turn. Cooldown's dropped down by Thompson. And here we have it. Miracle. His mana's gone. He's able to pop the stick, get him a fair bit of it back, and he's able to head back in, pushing OG back behind the racks. They're getting a good amount of damage onto this tier 3 tower, Liquid. They push on
Io. That Spirit Hero damage is there now. Ana going to join the fray finally.
There we have it. Miracle's mana. It's pretty much entirely gone by Thompson's focus. He'll look for what GH is. He can't get out. There's no mana. GH, he's dead. And now OG, they have that numbers advantage for this defense. They'll try and change the ball. Thompson, the Rocket Barrage brings Miracle down. Then the Shackle turnaround. They're looking for Jarex. Jarex backing away. Thompson focusing Miracle. Miracle's still out of mana because of this diffusal. Jarex, he's in with the combo. The GA is out. Weehaw will fall though. The magic damage is there for Thompson. Miracle's trying to run. Another stick charge pop, but Jarex can shut him off. In fact, Jarex, he's ready to try and look for more potentially. There's only the once.
To go for the back line.
Thompson, he's on top of Kuro. Another cooldown there. The toss back into the combo. Jarex has the control. God. They're all getting picked apart as mind control falls. Miracle is surrounded.
And they're all dead.
Able to get this as well. OG, they will hold.
And they're even taunting him. They toss him to the dragon. Holy crap. Thompson, the diffusal is absolutely working. Something burns all their mana.
But I don't think anyone would have expected to see Gyro, the deciding game. The diffusal blade Gyro, it is perfect for this point of the match.
He just did an insane amount of damage, front lines the entire time, and then Ana just has free reign to get all that Spirit Hero damage, and it's back completely the other way, and it feels like the control is just gone from
What do you do? When your mana's gone, what do you do?
Oh my god. OG starting to take over the game completely here.
Showing new ways to play the game at this incredibly late moment in the tournament.
And now Thompson has an Aghanim as well, so not only is his regular hits going to be proccing that... yeah, he's going to be burning a lot of mana.
And then just moving into the base now, OG. They're pushing in. Flag starts to force Liquid back. They'll focus Miracle. Miracle, he'll get himself out and away. The missile is out. They're trying to put the heals to save him, but Miracle's dead.
Too much damage.
Jarex is in with the combo. They'll bring down GH. GH has buyback. He'll buy back immediately. Weehaw's going to be back up in 5. Fortification is popped, but OG, they're not going away.
They're too healthy. They still have greaves available for Seb as well this whole time. They're No-Tail's kind of low, but once they pop those greaves, everyone's going to be topped off.
A tier 3's going down. 22 minutes again, and in a match where it looked like Liquid had the pace to maybe bring something different, but we're back to the same place that we were in Game 2 and Game 3.
There's no stones for GH. He can't contribute anything. There's no magnetize either. They're just taking this rack.
It's gone. They cannot get close to hold this. As OG, we'll see what the plan is next. They'll back off.
They're happy with that. Why not? They can back up, clean up shrines, but I think if Liquid chases out, OG can definitely just turn and look for the fight. They have no cooldowns that they're waiting on. Everything is available for them, and they're just so farmed right now at this point in the game that Liquid, they're walking out together, but like I was mentioning before, there's one stone on GH, and that is it. So his team fight potential, and he's pretty much the only team fighter on the side of Liquid right now, is just not there.
And OG's ready to go back and again. Jarex in with the wrap around the combo down onto mind control. The cooldown's there. Liquid out to back off. Again, mind control's matter pretty much got. He's able to pop the stick, get the GA off at least. Can they fight for the duration of it though? They're heading towards Seb. Wheels the pop, sends back pretty much up to 4. Jarex in with a double combo onto Weehaw. Weehaw stunned up. Weehaw dead. Miracle's the new focus. The missile follows through. OG pushing Liquid back to the base. Mind control out of mana. Thompson with his diffuser blade, picking them apart. Roll fall for GH, but Seb cuts him down. Double kill. They're pushing on OG. Liquid getting forced back to the base as Liquid have nothing. They have nothing to offer, folks.
They're just giving, look at this, they're diving Fountain and TI Finals. They want Kuroki in the Fountain as well. They're gonna get him, they're chasing Miracle as well. Oh my god.
I can't believe this. I can't believe what we're seeing in this Game 4. OG, you thought you saw it all in Game 2, you thought you saw it all in Game 3. There it is, gone. OG are your 2-time TI champions. They've done it, folks.
And in what a fashion. These last 3 games didn't even seem close. Liquid, they had something going for themselves, but then they hit the brick wall. OG is the best team in the world. They're on a completely different level.
No question. They are so far ahead of anybody else that plays this game for a living. Game 2, 3, and 4. were absolutely ridiculous. The showing was magical from OG.
They just seem to know exactly what to do with whatever draft they're giving. It doesn't matter. They have so many different drafts, so many different play styles. They can execute all of them. Liquid seemed like they stood no chance after that first game.
And they've earned their money. $15 million, just over it, in fact, going the way of OG for this victory, on top of the $11 million they won last year.
Unbelievable performance by them, and in such style. Busting out the carry IO in the final game, having a Timber Saw that they haven't played too much at all either. These guys can play anything.
They absolutely can. Innovators, magicians, bringing something new to the game, and when it counts the most in the grand finals. Game 1 was shaky, we had a bit of fun. Game 2, 3, and 4, they played their hearts out for every single minute of the matches. OG, the best team of all time, and with this, their second TI win. And not just the second TI win, but the second back-to-back. They do it 2 years in a row. There is no question that we're witnessing the best team of all time.
I'm at a loss of words from the way that they played this. It was just an absolute beatdown. They're just way too good at Dota.
And this sort of accomplishment, the first team to do it, 2 times back-to-back, the thing that so many TI winners in the past have dreamt of. Winning 1 TI, of course, is fabulous, but to do 2, that was always the goal for all of our previous champions. And here, in 2019, the International 2019, OG are the ones to do it first. The 2-time TI champions, OG, ladies and gentlemen. And here we have it. The team, I believe, preparing to lift up what is rightfully theirs for the second time in a row. There he is, Seb himself, leading the crew up to the podium. You cannot help but be awestruck by what this team has shown us in this entire run, in these 2 years, and now in the grand finals. Ladies and gentlemen, it's OG!
恭喜OG再次获得 TI 的冠军，夺得2019年国际邀请赛的冠军。来，让我们问一下 Nota 吧。哇，他们非常的开心，和家人在庆祝自己这一刻的兴奋。OK， Notel。OK， so 那我相信在这一刻，他们作为卫冕冠军，并且再次夺得 TI 冠军，一定有很多话想说。那我们先来问一下，队长 Notal 现在有什么话想对他们的粉丝和对 Dota 2的粉丝们讲的吧？来，有请我们的翻译 Josh。当中 ，OK， here, I got him. Notel. Sorry, but Notel, yeah. So we're gonna ask you 2 questions. So the first one, please.
First of all, you're the first player. You guys are the first players to ever win 2-time TI champions. As the captain of this team, how does it feel right now?
It's very hard to believe, man. It's extremely hard to believe, but it's too good to be true, and it feels just the same. It feels so good, man.
好的，那么第二个问题，想问一下 Notel， 此时此刻有什么想对自己的家人和队友们说的呢？
就刚刚我还是翻译一下吧。Notel 刚刚说就是真的难以置信，然后这一次第二次跟第一次还是一样的感觉，真的是太棒了。然后刚
有什么想对粉丝和家人队友们说的？
And then second, what do you have to say to your fans, friends, family at home?
Thank you everyone for making this possible. This is a dream, and I'm an animal apparently.
好了，我们就不要打扰他们了。那么我们最后把掌声和欢呼声送给 OG， 恭喜他们再次获得了国际邀请赛的冠军，恭喜你们 ！Okay, thank you everyone. Thank you for the amazing TI.
You love to see it, surrounded by friends and family and their teammates and their team organization. OG back-to-back international champions. Not just two-time champions of the international, no. Back-to-back. Let that sink in for a little bit. That is phenomenal. That is absolutely amazing, Trent.
They are infectious. I can't wipe the stupid grin off my face. I couldn't do it when they first won TI because I know just like the love, the trust that these guys have between each other, between their families, everyone there supporting them, and to think that they were just able to do it again. And the way that they stayed in that booth, you know, they're not busting open the door, they're not running to see everyone else because it's what's in there, you know, that counts. They got them there again.
It's unbelievable what this team managed to do in the end. 2 times winning TI, and Dota for them, Dota for pretty much all of us is life. Dota is love, and we should just keep playing the game. I can't believe that what we just witnessed.
I mean, just look at the way that they won, and they come out. And poor Dove, she's like trying to get the interview going, and the team cares nothing about that. They just care about sharing this happiness with each other, sharing this happiness with their family that has supported them through this very tough road that they originally had to go through to win the TI. I'm sure it feels a little bit easier the second time around, but God, this is just what an insane way to be able to just go through just rutted people nonstop.
I mean, it must just be dotes. Like just a wave, right? Of like each thing hitting you. It's like, oh my God, we did it. We won TI again. And it's like, oh my God, we just won all this money again. Oh my God, I'm going to be carry Iowa on the Aegis. Like, so many things are flying through there right now.
It feels like waking up from this moment over and over again. You can't believe that you actually did it, and there you are once again.
Seb, again.
There's multiple generations support there, as Jarex is there with his dad, but he also brought his mom, his sister, and his grandma. 3 generations of Jarex is on the stage, and it's amazing that they get to witness it from very far. Something not known to a lot of people is that when the possible final game happens, for both sides, all the friends and family is like they've been giving a spot like on the floor, on the stage floor, so that they can witness it super close by, but also so that they can either be there to share the happy moment or be there to share the sad moment. And of course, in OG's case, they were cheering and rowdy the last game as OG was once again very dominant in their IO performance.
There's so
what an achievement.
So many great storylines that get wrapped up in this. No-Tail pushing Seb forward. He tells him to claim the Aegis. Like, this is every player's dream. Do you remember when Kuro won the Aegis? He wouldn't let go of that thing. He clutched to it. He desperately held on to that Aegis no matter what. And the fact that No-Tail pushes Seb forward, just like he said in his interview, he said, I'm dedicating this tournament to Seb. That friendship meant everything in the world to him, and that's why he gives Seb the opportunity to be the first one to hoist the Aegis for the team.
Yeah, 5 days ago they put that Aegis on the throne, and now they're taking it back again, and they deserve it. They are best team in the world, and probably they are the best team that we ever witnessed in Dota, for sure.
such a fun play style to be able to go. What a good team for Dota too. And how fitting that IO carry is the one that is going to be on all the Aegis, that's going to be there, because it all starts with the story of being able to be able to trust your teammates, right? They want to be able to do something and being able to just fearlessly say, go for it.
It embodies their style. From the tethering to one another to the, yeah, we never practiced this, let's put it in the group stage and destroy it.
And it's working out, you know? We've all seen TrueSight. You know, we all know in what fashion they won the first time round. It's like, what do you like to play? You know, that was the style. Not what is good here or something, or not what is the strategy. No, what would you like to play in the final game of the grand finals of the international? And that is saying a lot.
I've heard that Johan's a big fan of Wings and still looks back and watches those games. And I think it's kind of evident in their play style. Because I get those, no other team has made me have those emotions and thoughts watching a game where I'm just like so befuddled, but so insanely impressed. And I'm just like, what are these guys doing? How is it working? And they're catching everyone off guard. And now they just have the full-on respect of 2 years.
Yep, and we saw Anna with that Aegis. This is his third international. It's all been OG all the way for him. Third international, second Aegis. So impressive. And of course, tops on 2 international. I don't think that there is ever going to be anyone to repeat that. 2 internationals, back-to-back 2 champions.
I thought
they can do it next year, huh?
Yeah, okay. I mean, that's the question. To me, I look at these guys and I say, they want the 3-peat. I see it already. I mean, there's no way they're slowing down now.
I have a quote from Jarex that I think is pretty cool. He said, we aren't doing anything special. Nobody can be perfect. All we're doing is taking it tournament by tournament, game by game. If you look too far ahead, you lose yourself.
He's wrong. They are perfect.
This is perfect. This is special. This is something else, man.
I mean, I asked before the series, before the grand finals, you know, all internationals have something that you remember it by. Something's good, something's bad. But in this case, back-to-back, double-time international champions, that's a crazy story on itself.
And it was a pure dominance by OG, without a doubt. They could have taken this 3-0 easily. It looked like they had game number 1 even in the bag. And, I mean, they deserve the clap.
Yeah.
They really did. Hello, guys.
Hello.
Hey, what an international, huh?
It's the end of an era. This is, we will now look at Dota 2 as before OG and after OG. TI9 was it's a defining moment in our game's history that after so many years, we finally not only had a consecutive winner, but the first successful defense of the Aegis.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much to say. They are just that good. It's an honor to watch them play. Like, they're just changing how Dota is and how people are going to see Dota. Like, it is that fun game. You can play it with your friends, and hey, maybe you end up winning the Aegis sometime. Probably not, but OG did it, and it's amazing to watch him do that.
They keep the dream alive.
All the curses are broken now, right? No more East-West Aegis?
But now
no
there's a new curse. Can the East win?
Is OG ever going to let go of that Aegis, Purge?
Maybe. It's possible. I mean, they had a mediocre year, was one thing. Still ended up winning TI. I just love the pattern change, or the pattern similarities. They were dominant during the major series. They never won a TI. They won a TI, and now they win a second TI. It's like they've just solidified themselves. We used to have discussions, are they the best team of all time? You just can't doubt it anymore. They had a crazy period of dominance at multiple points now for multiple years.
They really did. And, you know, when we look back, we see a back-to-back champion. When Slacks look back, he says, Win Ranger lost. Right, Slacks?
That's you.
Hey, guys. I'm sorry. You know what? I'm a little taken with emotion right now. Seeing that Aegis be off the stand, seeing TI9 come to a close, Casey, it's been an incredible year.
It's been so fantastic, and this is reminding me why Dota is so amazing. It's about family and friendships and community and the whole frickin' world coming together and watching an amazing game being played. So
Absolutely. I mean, it is not hard for me to say. I believe we have the greatest game in the world, the greatest community in the world, and all year long it's been building up to this, another international. Guys, it's about them. But really, it's about you at home watching every single year and supporting this fantastic game. So, from the bottom of me and Casey's hearts, I know we want to say thank you for always supporting and making these dreams possible. Because I'm not sure anyone's ever going to do that dream again, girl.
That's so sweet. And thank you. You're so fun to work with.
We give each other a lot of scruff, but we have a great time. So, with all that sappy stuff out of the way, let's go make a confetti angel. Yay!
All right, I almost thought, wow, Slacks is being serious. It is so nice and sweet.
The mic Slacks.
Bye! See ya, TI10.
See ya, TI10. Thank you, guys. You've been amazing, as always. It's time to close this chapter of Dota 2, time to close the International 2019. I want to hear some final closing thoughts from you guys. Trent?
It's always difficult to close TI because it's the end of our year, right? It's
or it's the beginning.
Or is it just the beginning? Is it time for new teams, new blood, new players? If you're out there, if you didn't make it to TI, seeing that is supposed to be the burning passion that brings you here. If you're a player, you got to find that team. You got to make those friends. You got to build that trust. And people doubted OG. They thought they could never do it the first time. They just did it twice. So I think our community has to rise to that challenge.
Wow. I could not have said it better than that. You guys have anything to add to that? Because it felt like it was a pretty good closing one.
Well, I'm just going to learn from OG. And, you know, they were all about friendship and family and supporting each other. And one of the saddest parts of TI is having to say goodbye to everybody. Aww. So I love my Dota family. I love each and every one of you guys. We really are a family.
We really are.
Yeah.
It's true.
I miss you.
No.
You guys are cute.
That's a separate family.
We're just chilling. He's having fun.
I'll say see you in 7.23. The beauty of this game, the beauty of OG doing a back-to-back achievement is the game has changed a lot, and the game is constantly changing. And that's what makes it so exciting that every single time you boot it up a few months later, everything's different, but at the end of the day, it's still Dota 2.
I mean,
see you in the Outland.
Yeah.
Think back to the past, right? Like, there's so many times they talked about, like, nerfing OG. Like, when they nerfed Illusions, they nerfed Alchemist back at Boston Major, right? New 7.0. You know, last year they nerfed all the Spectre and damage reduction and PL. And this year, they just, you know, they're still the best team in the world.
They find something else. We'll see what they find next year around, as I'm sure that their hunger is probably not yet quenched. At least they will continue to compete, I hope. We can only hope. We're going to find out what's going to happen over the next couple of days, weeks, months in the road to TI10 is beginning for the teams. Thank you so much for being a part of this broadcast. It is not over just yet for you guys. You will have the pleasure to join the Coda Imperium Flags, who will also be joined by the winning TI team. OG will be there with them, and that was it for us. So from all of us here in Shanghai, from the Dota 2 International 2019, good night.
It does. Like that dude.
Look at this. They're diving Fountain in TI Finals. They want Kuroki in the Fountain as well. They're going to get him. They're chasing Miracle as well. Oh, my God.
I can't believe this.
I can't believe what we're seeing in this game for OG. You thought you saw it all in game 2,